Most of the dedicated people today who claim to be and are supported as missionaries are only pastors or workers. Welcome back. I'm John Nelms. Today we're going to be looking at episode number 26, which is Missions is not church work, it's church planting. Now, in the 1700s, missionaries were church planters in other cultures. Generally, these other cultures were in foreign lands with foreign customs, foods, lifestyles, and even languages. Sometimes, like in the Americas, the cultures were totally different, but not so far away. They were often less than a day's walk into the forest. Such missionary endeavors to the American Indians were carried out in the Northeast by missionaries like David Brainerd, and in the Southeast by missionaries like John Wesley. As they ventured further into the forest, they left behind small tribal churches that were sometimes led by tribal preachers and sometimes by other foreigners. Usually, their efforts produced congregations that developed needed ministries like schools and orphanages. Ministers, not missionaries, first staffed such worthwhile ministries. In time, the staff of specialized workers, such as doctors and teachers, would even outgrow the church planting missionaries. Because of this and the need for these workers to be supported, it didn't take long before the term missionary had morphed from being a church planter to being merely a church worker. From there, the term missionary took another hit to its original definition, in that missionaries almost ceased to be church planters and became virtually, without exception, church pastors and workers. Today, statistically, most missionaries will never plant a church. They will serve only as a helper or assistant pastor until the aging missionary retires or moves on, and then they will take his place. For this reason, most of the dedicated people today who claim to be and are supported as missionaries are only pastors or workers. There are two missionary misconceptions prevalent today. The first is that all missionaries are church planters. This conception is factually incorrect. The second is that a missionary doesn't have to be a church planter. This understanding is biblically incorrect. To fulfill the Great Commission, pastors need to re-educate our churches that a missionary is not a church worker. He is a church planter.
Do you see the distinction between church work and missionary work? How would you illustrate the difference? Do you understand that a missionary is a starter and pastors and lay people are the finishers? What do you feel are the dangers in redefining missionaries from being a church planter and discipler of church planters to performing other functions currently ascribed to missionaries, like children's workers, teachers, pilots, pastors, etc.?
We hope you've enjoyed this episode in our Understanding the Great Commission series. If you'd like a copy of the book, it's available in paperback, audiobook, and digital download. Just click the link in the description below. Thank you for watching.